When do we resist Jesus? When He calls us to surrender a habit, bad habits, addiction, pornography. When He wants us to surrender, pagtataya mo dyan sa scatter, sa loto. When God wants us to surrender a bad habit, sa ang area ng buhay mo, feeling mo, threat si Jesus. Ano po ba yung pinakamahalagang gift na na-receive ng buong mundo? Kumbaga, lahat tayo nakinabang dito. Marami pa rin nakikinabang hanggang ngayon. The best gift that God gave, okay, humanity throughout history is, of course, yung kanyang bugtong na anak, His one and only Son na na-receive natin. Alright? The coming of the Messiah. So, pag tinignan nyo, yung pagdating po ni Kristo, kapag kapanganakan ni Yeso Kristo 2,000 years ago, yung po ang greatest news ever. Okay? Pero alam niyo po ba, nung unang in-announce yung pagkapanganak ni Jesus Christ, hindi lahat natuwa. I mean, tayo, pag tumugtog pa lang yung kanta ni Jose Marichan, September 1, uy, papasok ng Pasko, naiba na yung mood natin, di ba? Kahit minsan problematika, biglang gaganda yung mood mo. Pero itong pagkapanganak ni Yeso Kristo, kahit na good news siya, of great joy for all people, hindi lahat na nakarinig sa balita na to ay sinalubong siya as a good news. At today, pag-uusapan natin yung 3 different groups of people na naka-receive ng same news, the birth of Jesus Christ, pero they have different reactions. Okay? Tama? Okay po ba? So, tingnan natin kung saan ka dun sa mga characters na to makaka-relate the most. At baka isipin mo, ay ako, wala akong ganyan na reaction sa pagdating ni Jesus. Talaga ba? O sige, simulan natin. First on the line is King Herod. Tingnan natin yung magiging respond ni Herod because the way you respond to the coming of Jesus will reveal what you truly value and what you're afraid to lose. Kung paano tayo tumutugon kay Jesus, yung pagdating niya sa buhay natin, doon lumalabas ano ba talaga yung pinapahalagaan natin at kung anong pinakakatakutan natin na mawala sa atin. So ito na yung unang reaction, verse 3. When King Herod heard this, he was disturbed. Disturbed. At hindi lang si King Herod, and all Jerusalem with them. The first response is the response of fear. The response of fear. Bakit? Kasi si Herod po, he wasn't born into royalty. Hindi siya yung hari tatay niya, prinsipe siya. Hindi. Binaraso niya yung pagiging hari niya through political maneuvering, through strategic marriages, siya man naging asawa niya, ruthless violence. So pag tinignan nyo, pinagtanungan ang isang reigning or current king, saan na po pinanganak yung papalit sa inyo, kumbaga? But tingnan natin muna to, ba't natakot siya? Yung the word disturbed, medyo mababaw siya sa pagkakatranslate sa English. Yung original Hebrew word niyan, it means shaken, nawindang, nagkaroon ng eternal turmoil, na-depress, nawala ng pag-asa, nabulabog. Bakit siya na-disturbed? Because may threat sa kingdom niya. Sabi nga ni Emperor Augustus, it is better to be Herod's pig than to be his son. Mas okay para maging alaga kang baboy ni Herod kaysa maging anak ka kasi hindi pumapatay ng baboy ang mga Hudyo. But nevertheless, ito po yung nangyari. The response of fear. When Jesus threatens what you treasure, fear leads to opposition. Pag natitreten na yung mga bagay na pinapahalaga natin na posibleng mawala, lalabanan natin. Magkakaroon tayo ng threat. It leads to opposition. So when he heard na mayroong legitimate king of the Jews na pinanganak, someone with actual claim to the throne, yung buong mundo niya nabulabog na threatened. Si Jesus, hindi lang inconvenient sa kanya, existential threat si Jesus. So, sasabihin nyo, Pastor, wala man akong gusto ipapatay. Pastor, hindi man ako hari. Well, let me tell you something. There's a Herod in all of us. So, here's my question to all of you. Sa ang area ng buhay mo, feeling mo, threat si Jesus. Maybe Jesus is threat to your comfort. You build a nice, predictable life. Ang sarap na ng routine mo, yung security mo, yung plans mo for the future. Tapos, papasok si Jesus, kailangan mong mag-mission sa ganitong lugar. Kailangan mong maging generous dito sa gawain na to. Kailangan mong mag-volunteer sa church. Oops, nag-golf na ako tuwing Sunday. Guguluhin mo ako. Di ba? Maybe, hindi tayo King Herod, pero we resist his kingship when he asks us to forgive someone, but we want to hold grudges on that person. Ano sabi sa Bible? Forgive as I have forgiven you. Pero tayo, Jesus, iba na lang i-forgive ko. Yung mga mababait na tao, yung mga konti lang ang offense sa akin. Pero ito, nako. So, when you say, wala kang Herod, well, there's a Herod in you. When Jesus is asking you to forgive, and you don't want to forgive, but you want to hold grudge on someone. When do we resist Jesus? When He calls us to surrender a habit, bad habits, addiction, pornography. When He wants us to surrender, pagtataya mo dyan sa scatter, okay, sa loto. When God wants us to surrender a bad habit, the way you squandered yung pera mo sa maling pamamaraan. Maybe may bisyo ka na hindi mo dapat na minemaintain. Ang mahal-mahal ng vape na yan. Ang mahal-mahal ng paggastos mo, wala ka namang pambayad. Inom ka ng inom niya, party ka ng party. When He challenge us to trust Him in the area na we want full control of, ayaw mo surrender yung marriage mo, ayaw mo surrender yung mga anak mo, yung parenting mo, kahit labag sa Bible, ginagawa mo. So, when God wants to do something in that area pero ayaw natin, then we become king of our own life. When He redirects our priorities at ayaw nating magbago. Or maybe ito, medyo matindi na to, He is threatening your favorite sin. A compromise in your life you don't want to give up. A relationship na toxic and isn't healthy but sinful. A habit you know that's destructive. A pattern of thinking, puro ka fear, negative, anxiety, and all. Puro ka judgmental ang mind mo. You keep on saying bad words, you're a gossiper. There's a pattern of thinking that keeps you in bondage. And you're afraid that, Lord, pag pinapasok kita, baka guluhin mo to. So, maybe there's no King Herod. Hindi ka nagpapapatay. But let me tell you something. Every time we don't want Jesus to sit in the throne of our lives, then we become king of our own lives.